Good day, guys. You're welcome to this wonderful tutorial. And in this tutorial, I'm going to be teaching us how to use the Pixellab application to design. But this is just an introductory video. Here I'm going to be showing you an overview of explaining the tools you are going to be using in designing some of the things you want to design on Pixellab. So, provided you have a phone, and I want to believe you've gotten the application. So if you've not gotten this application, Pixellab, you just go straight to the Play Store. Then you can download it from there. So this is, you can see the logo, this is the logo, and this is the application. So we are going to load this logo now to see how it looks like, and we'll explain each and every of the tools used in Pixellab. So when you click on it, you see this is what you are going to see when you click on it. So you don't be confused. We'll get to understand some of all these things in due course. So I'll try my best to see that I'll explain each and every of these tools, so that but as time goes on, when you are working with the applications, you'll get to understand and discover more of the tools, more of the work of the tools and the rest. So meanwhile, now this plus, we are going to start from the plus icon here. You can see it at the top left corner. When you click on it, let's click on it and see. Now you see text, see current date, stickers, shapes, from gallery draw. So this is simply when you want to add a text. This is this text you are seeing here. If you want to add text, as when you click on it. If you want to say current date, if you want to import the current date, you can see, you click on it. Let's say the text, you can see there's a text box here. You just double click on it, you can actually edit any text you want here. Now let's say we type in subject. You can see, so that is the work of that particular one. So the next one here say is current date. If you want to import current date, that is when you click on it. Let's say we click on it, let's see, and you can see, oh, this is 15th of December 2021. You can see this is the work of. Now you can see stickers. You click on it, you can actually select any sticker you want to use and bring into your design. You can actually select any sticker you want to use. So that is about that. So coming to the next one here, this icon, this is just like a shortcut. Yes, still you have other long processes you can do all this, but this is just like a shortcut at the home page. So this next logo here, which is the save logo. So this here, you can actually save a project. Let's say you started a project and you want to save it to do other things. You can actually save it. Let's say you want to save this project. You click on it, you can actually save your project. Later on, you can continue to type the project name and you click OK. This is to save a project. So now let's move over. And the next one here is to save as image. You can actually save this thing we've done now as image. Let's say you did your design, I want to export it. You can actually click on save as image. When you click on it, you can select what the format you want, either JPEG, either PNG, and the rest. Then you click on save to gallery, so to get your image saved in the gallery. That is for this save icon. Then the next one here is share. It's almost the same thing as the save. You have to save your image and you can share it maybe to Facebook, WhatsApp, any of the social media here you are seeing above here. So that is for that icon. Then these two column you are seeing here is for quotes. Let's say you want to insert a quote, you can actually search a quote here. You want to insert a quote in your design. Let's select, they said the secret of getting ahead is getting started. So when you click on it, you can see we've imported that quote in our design. Let's say you want to design something and you need a quote, you can actually click on it. You insert, there are a lot of them here. You select on the quote you want, then you insert it in your design. So that is the work of this double column you are seeing here. Then this triple dot you are seeing here, when you click on it, you see a drop down of a list of things here. So with time you get to understand all these things better, but let's get to look at some of them. Now we said use image from gallery. If you want to insert an image, as use an image as your background, you click on it, it will take you to your image gallery where you can select an image and use as your background. So you can try it out and then keep practicing it. Now the next one is full screen. If you want to have a full view of what you are designing, you can actually click on the full screen. When you click on this right hand top side, you can go back to normal. So the next is say use image from camera. This is where you want to, if you want to snap a particular thing, a particular picture to use as your background, that is when you click on it. You can see export image, same thing as the save as. You can export the image you've designed. And this image size is to set the size of your image. And let's say you want this image, you want the width to be lesser, while the height will be higher than the width. You are going to set the width at 800. and we'll set the height at 1080. I'll click OK. You can see the initial size was not like this. So after we've changed it, you can see now this year now we've not changed the size of our image. So that is, if you want to change the size of your image, you click on the image height and you set the size you want. Then contact us. So this one is just like the application, the people that made the calculation application. If you want to contact them, you can actually, but your internet has to be active. So that is when you have tutorials, all these things, you have to be connected to the internet to be able to do it. So that is all. You can just play along. Then this open PLP file is when you have saved a particular work, a particular project, and you want to access it back. This is where you come and open it. So when you click on this open PLP file, you see list of projects that you've done or works. These are some of my designs. I can actually import them back if I want. So this is where you come and you do what? You insert your project back. Let's say this. I actually edited this using Pixellab. So you can see this. So that is where you go and import it from. So now the next icon here now is this pen. This pen you are seeing here, okay, is, sorry, that pen is when you click on a text and you want to edit it. You can actually click on that pen to edit, or you click on delete. You can see it. You click on delete, or you to delete the text you've typed. So the next icon, this arrow icon you are seeing here, is to undo. Let's say we type something. Let's insert a text. Let's insert a text. We've inserted this text. Now let's say this is not what you are supposed to do. We want to remove this. We want to undo what you've done. Once you click on this arrow, it will take you back to your the previous things you've done, and it will take you back to what you are doing normal. Understand? So this arrow here, the next icon here is the zoom icon. This one, you see a cycle with a plus inside. When you click on it, you can be able to zoom your design. You can see, you use your two hands to tap on your screen to have a clear view of what you are designing. So that is the work of this zoom icon. So you're going to click it. Same thing, this one too, you can be able to zoom it, understand, to adjust just like a line that will help your design, like your margins and the rest in your design. And actually apply this. Let's say you are designing something, you want to set margins for it. A good designer do make use of margins to get a proper alignment of his or her design. So that is the work of this tool here. Then the next one here is like the layer icon. This way you want to see all your layers. Now let's say the layer is empty here. So now let's say we inserted a shape. Let's insert a shape and see the work of that particular layer. We've inserted one shape. Okay, let's just insert two shapes. Let's insert another shape. No, let's insert a different shape. This one now is a cycle. You can see we have two shapes here. Let's also insert a text and see. This is a text. Subject. You can see. So now these are three different layers. If you want to know, once you click on this particular icon here, you can see these three different layers here. So this is your layer icon, and where you can actually see all the layers, all the things you are. The layers can be 20, 30, depending on what you are designing. You can apply as many layers as you want, depending on what you are designing. Understand? So that is the work of this layer to here. So let's undo some of these things while we keep on explaining what we are explaining. We are undoing it just to illustrate what that. So coming to this down place here now. Now the first icon here on this bottom of the app is, you see where you see my project, you see default. This is my project. It's just like when you want to access, just as I explained earlier, you want to access your previous designs, something you've saved before, you want to access it, but you just click on it and it will take you to your designs, and you can actually import them back and work on them. So the next one here is default. This is normally the default home page, the background. Whenever you launch the Pixellab newly, the first screen you see is something like this. This is the background, and you can customize your set. And you can actually, there are different styles here. You can actually change the background styles to this or this, depending on what you want to design. So just kindly take your time to play along with these things and get to understand some of these things yourself. So the next icon here, the next page is this icon with a letter A. So when you click it, it's just like for text. If you want to edit a text, you can actually, let's go back to our normal. So if you want to edit a text or change the style of a text, anything at all, you have to click this A. So everything concerning a text, you have to make sure that you are on this A tab to be able to create any changes in a test. So let's say, for example, want to edit this test, you click on this edit to take it to where you can type in. So let's say we type in CJEC global services. Okay, so you can see we've typed in CJEC global services. So we can actually use any of these two here. Now mind you, you have to click on the text, so in order for you to see all these things you are seeing here. If you do not click on the text, you won't see anything. So you click on the text so as to make the text active, so you can actually edit it. Now you can actually, the next icon is to delete. Let's say we don't want this text, you can actually delete it. You can see it has gone. So but you want to use it, so you are undoing it. So the next icon here is to copy. The copy is when you want to duplicate this text. Now click on the copy, you can see it to create a copy of what you want of your text. So that is about the copy. Then the next icon is in front. So now let's say we inserted a shape and the shape is covering this our text, and we want our text to be in the front of the shape. So that is when you go to your text tab, then you locate and click on to front. Make sure your text is highlighted, so you click on to front. It will bring the text to front. Now you are not seeing this text here because they are both white. So let's assume we change the shape, the color of the shape. Now let's assume we change the color of the shape to maybe green, and click OK. You can see our text now is now showing. So we've brought it to the front. That is the work of to front. Then same thing apply to the back. Let's say we want to send it to the back of the shape or the layer. Click on to back, it will go to the back of the shape. So that is the work of these two. So the position here is to actually adjust your text left, right, up and down. That's the work of this one. Then relatively position, same thing, you move it but in a long distance. So that is, so just play along with all these things, you get to understand it. This one is the size. If you want to increase the size of the text or reduce it, that is when we use this size icon on the text. So padding, you have color. Color is when you want to change the color of the text. You can see, want to change the color of the text, you apply, you use this. So just play along with these things and you get to understand. You have textures, you have the opacity. Opacity is to reduce the visibility of your text, so reduce or increase it. You have the rotate, this is to rotate your text, understand. So we have marks, we have fonts. This is if you don't want that font, want to use this amaranth bold or any other font, you can actually click on it and click OK. You can see that our text font has changed. So you can see that is how we can actually use this Pixellab to manipulate things. You can actually use it to manipulate this and get the things better, understand. So next thing here, just play along with these things. You see background, be trying it out, you get to understand and see how they works, understand. So we'll continue. Now let's say this is the alignment, text, we have spacing, you have line spacing, strokes, shadow and the rest. You can actually play along with all these things, you get to know how they works. Now the next one here is if you want to edit a shape, so you can actually come here. This is where we inserted the shape. So this place you can insert stickers, import images, you can draw is to join a line or so. So that is the work of the draw. And insert a shape. The way we inserted this shape, you can click on it to click on this drop down arrow. You see different shapes there. You can actually insert any one you want. Then the bezel, this one is just to draw, construct a line or a shape using freehand and the rest. So after doing that, you can actually assign it a color. So that is the work of bezel. Then this arrow here, if you want to insert arrow, you can, when you see here, you can see different things here. You can increase the arrow size, you can select different style for the arrow, understand. So just try to play along with all these things. You can see the work of all these things. When you play along it, you get to understand opacity, you get to understand how they works. So that is about that. So coming to this next column here, you see here is to edit the background. So let's say we don't want this color now, we want this background now to be a white plain background, not this particular color. If you click on it, click on color, then you select white, you can see it's now giving the background a white color. So that is the work of this fourth tab here. So now you have transparency, that is not giving the background any color. And doing this, you have image size. You want to change the size of the image. Then image, you have from gallery. If you want to import image from your gallery to be as your background, that's when you click it. So I think that's the last one here. The last column, the fifth column here is to just play along with it. This one now is to the vignette is to apply a dark cycle around your work and actually reduce or increase the opacity of your cycle. You can see the effect of what this particular tool is working in your design. So this one is your noise. You want to add noise in your design, though it's not normally necessary, but in case, you can see how I've added noise to this background and can actually reduce it, add, reduce, and so forth. So just play along with it. And the next one here, it says stripes. So just to add stripes in your design, you can actually increase the opacity and decrease it. You have brightness to increase the brightness of your background, then the contrast, understand. So and the hue, just play along with all these things. So that is simply the work of each of these tools. So don't each of these tools in Pixellab has a particular function to play depending on what you want to design. So I've seen a lot of people that are using these applications to make designs as if they are professional graphic designer. So when they make design with this app, you hardly differentiate it with the design make with systems. So this is a great opportunity for you. So depending on what you really want to achieve, so you can actually use this Pixellab to achieve it. Just be creative and you'll get the best out of these applications. So this particular video is just an oversight of knowing how to use the tools in Pixellab. So in our subsequent tutorials videos, I'll be teaching us on how to design flyers using this Pixellab, professional birthday posts, and many other things, logo designs and the rest. You can even do 3D animations, 3D test animations and the rest. So with this particular app. So thank you for sticking to this, seeing the end of this tutorial. Now catch you in our next tutorial.